So, continuation of the topic, root locus. Previous class I explained two problems. This is third problem. So, g of s, h of s equal to k into s plus 2 by s square plus 2s plus 3. Draw complete root locus and find damping ratio for k equal to 1.33. That is the problem. So let us first apply the rules and get the data, then think of how to draw the plot. First one is k equal to 0 points. K equal to 0 points are nothing but poles of g of s, h of s. So second order, you know how to solve this. You will get minus 1 plus or minus j root 2. And number of finite poles are n is equal to 2. Then k equal to plus or minus infinite points. Nothing but zeros of g of s, h of s. So minus 2. S equal to minus 2 is the 0. Another 0 is located at infinite. So finite number of zeros are m equal to 1. Third, number of branches equal to order of the polynomial. So order of the polynomial is second. So number of branches we get 2. Fourth is root locus is symmetrical with respect to real axis or pole 0 configuration. Then theta I, angles of asymptotes. What is the angle? 2i plus 1. 2i plus 1 formula. 2i plus 1 into pi by n minus m. n minus m is 1. So I equal to 0. So 180. If you take I equal to 1, 3 pi. So 3 pi is above 360. And how many asymptotes are possible? Only 1. Number of infinites, number of asymptotes always equal. So one asymptote means one angle. 180 degrees for root locus, 360 degrees for complementary root locus. Then intersection of asymptotes, sum of finite poles, minus 1 plus j root 2. Minus 1 minus j root 2 minus of sum of the finite zeros minus 2. This cancel anyway. So you will get to 0. So these 6 points let us show first. So where is the intersection is at 0. One asymptote is 180 degrees. Another CRL asymptote is 360 degrees. 360 or 0 same. So this is CRL asymptote. This is RL asymptote. And both are intersecting at sigma A equal to 0. They are intersecting here. And we have a 2 poles. Minus 1 plus j root 2. This is one pole. This is minus 1 minus j root 2. 2 poles. We have a 1 0 at minus 2. So when at 0 k equal to plus or minus infinite. At 2 poles k equal to 0, k equal to 0. These 2 points over. Third, fourth okay, fifth, sixth done. So first 6 points over. Then what is seventh? Root locus on real axis. Root locus on real axis. So only 1 0 on this line. Only 1 0. So right to this section, 1 0 is there. 1 0. 1 is odd. So on this section, what is existing? Root locus. And on this CRL, right to this 0, count number of poles and zeros, nothing is there. 0 is considered as an even number. So from here to entire CRL, from here to here entire RL. That is 7th point. Then angles of departure of complex poles. So angle of departure normally we apply for complex pole. So which direction this is moving, which direction it is moving, that is determined using a formula. Sigma theta z minus sigma theta p equal to 180 degrees. Sum of the angles contributed by zeros minus sum of the angles contributed by poles. Then choose a point S1 close to this, that angle is theta, and that should satisfy 180 degrees. Now if you join 0, if you join this 0 here, what is this angle? This will be root 2, this is 1, so tan inverse root 2. This angle we want, this angle. This you join here, this angle we want. To find this angle, what is this vertical distance is root 2. If this is minus 1, this is minus 2, what is this gap? 1 unit. This is root 2. Tan inverse root 2 by 1 is nothing but 55 degrees. Then this is exactly coming below. What is this angle must be? 90 degrees. Only 1 0 minus, otherwise minus of this is plus. Can do like that also. And we have only one pole, S1 with that pole angle is theta, and this should satisfy 180. Solve for theta minus 215. Minus 215. What is the minus 215 position? This is 0, minus 90, minus 180, somewhere here. So this angle is minus 215. So this pole is moving in this direction. That's why it is moving this way. So with respect to this 0, what is this angle? Minus 215. That angle is minus 215. So it is angle of departure of this pole is minus 215. It is not coming this side. It is not going this side. It is coming this side. So this is coming this side. This is complex conjugate of this. So again it will come like this. If you find this you need not work out. Complex conjugate, same way you can show it. So that is 8th point. Ninth we apply if it is intersecting j omega axis. This 9th we apply only when root locus crosses the j omega axis, intersecting the imaginary axis, not at the origin. Other than origin, anywhere if it is intersecting or a crossing, then only we apply this. Now breakpoints are important. How do you find breakpoints? By differentiating d by ds of s plus 2 by s square plus 2s plus 3 equated to 0. Solve for s, you will get these 2 points. These 2 points. Now let us see why breakpoints are coming. Both the breakpoints are valid here. So this is k equal to 0, angle of departure is this. This is k equal to 0, angle of departure is this. So that means both are coming, meeting at this point. Meeting at this point. This point is, it is minus 2 na. So minus 3.73 is one valid breakpoint. After break, angle of departure, when it is going this way, angle of departure will be like this. If it is coming this way, angle of departure will be like this. So with respect to this is 90 degrees na. So when they are going and hit here, then go like this. So this will combine with plus infinite, this will go towards plus infinite. So k equal to 0 to infinite, k equal to 0 to infinite. So that is the root locus portion. But if you are interested to know complementary root locus, angle of departure, angle of arrival. This is angle of arrival, angle of departure. So minus 215, if you add plus 180, you will get 5, 3, okay, 35, minus 35. So what is angle of arrival is minus 35. With minus 35 it is coming. So this is angle of arrival, this is angle of departure. So it is just a difference with plus or minus 180. So that you need not work out, it is symmetrical. So again, if you project back, they are intersecting here. This is another break in point. This is break in. This is break in, this is break away. Okay. So what is the break in? Minus 0.267. This is 0, this is minus 1. So there is a break point here. Minus 0.267, this point. Okay. So minus infinite to break in, then come like this. Plus infinite already over, minus infinite to 0. Minus infinite to 0, plus infinite. Minus infinite to 0, plus infinite. Okay. So this is how complete root locus. So it is a second order, we are getting two breakpoints, but one is break away, other is break in. If they are asking only root locus, so you don't show this, you show only this. If they are asking only complementary root locus, you have to show only this, you don't show this. But I am drawing complete root locus. So this is what complete root locus. Next, find damping ratio for k equal to 1.33. This is very important question. IES GATE they ask frequently. Find the damping ratio for k equal to, what is the previous problem we have done? For what value of, find the value of k when damping ratio is 0.5. Find the value of k. For what value of k damping ratio is 0.5. Here find in damping ratio for k equal to 1.3. It's a reverse. So this is g of s, h of s. But what is g of s, h of s equal to minus 1? Na? 1 plus g of s, h of s equal to 0. What is g of s, h of s? Minus 1. So this should be always equal to minus 1. But k is 1.33. And simplify second order polynomial. Solve for s12. So these are the roots. So minus 1.67 plus j 1.78. So this is the point. This is the point. This is minus 1, this is minus 2. Minus 1.67 plus j 1.78. So this is the point. Indirectly asking to find the damping ratio at this point. Now this point join to the origin. This point join to the origin. Measure this angle. How to measure this angle? This will form again one right angle triangle. How to find this angle? So tan inverse root 2 by 1. Na? This angle is nothing but tan inverse root 2 by 1. This distance, this distance is how much? 1.67. From here to here 1.67. From here to here root 2. So tan inverse root 2 by 1.67. If you simplify, you will get 46.82 degrees. Tan inverse 1.78. Not root 2. Tan inverse 1.78 by 1.67. So you will get this much degrees. Now theta is over, but what is damping ratio is cos theta. Na? cos of this you will get 0.684 is the answer. So damping ratio is 0.684 for k equal to 1.33. So simply in this problem replace k with this, solve for S. That S point locate, join to origin, measure the angle, cos of that angle is nothing but to damping ratio. It's a reverse process. So this question, that question, both are equally important, but this process is easy if it is a second order. If it is a third order, fourth order, this will take a lot of time. But because of second order, this question I asked and the concept is important. Okay, so that problem is done. Some additionally we want to I want to give some more inputs. What is k at s equal to 0? S equal to 0 is this. Here I want to find the value of k when s equal to 0. Again this is equal to minus 1. What is k value when s equal to 0? 0, 0, 0. So this will come here minus 3 by 2. Minus 3 by 2 equal to what? Minus 1.5 na? Minus 1.5. So easily k value is minus 1.5. We know the answer. But there is other way of finding this. What is the other way? What is the question? We want to find k here. What is the rule? 12th point. Join all poles and zeros to that point. Then magnitude of k equal to product of vector lengths drawn from poles divided by product of vector lengths drawn from zeros. So this pole you join here, this pole you join here, this vector length you have to find. What is this vector length? Is nothing but square root of 1 square plus root 2 square. Square root of 1 square is 1, 2 square is 2, so it is root 3. Root 3 is nothing but 1.73. If this length is 1.73, this length is also 1.73 by vector length from the 0. So what is this vector length? 2. Don't take negative. All are magnitude only. So you are getting 1.5. But that is plus or minus. How do you take it? This point is on the CRL. This 1.5, take it as minus 1.5. So using this 12th concept, 12th rule, you got k equal to minus 1.5. Simply substitute s equal to 0, solve for k. Directly also you will get minus 1.5. Any one of the way you can do it. There is another very important question. Most of the questions are there on this. How to find k at breakpoints. Where is the breakpoint? Is here. Breakpoint is minus 3.73. We want to find k at breakpoint. Breakpoint is the point where s equal to this na, minus 3 point. Indirectly is asking what? K at s equal to minus 3.73. So replace s with minus 3.73 plus 2 by minus 3.73 square plus 2 into minus 3.73 plus 3 is equal to minus 1. Solve for k. You are getting 5.46. So definitely it is a plus 5.46 because it is on root locus. If they are asking k at break-in, replace s with this, solve for k, definitely you will get negative because this break-in is on CRL. Okay. So like that, wherever you want to find k can be at breakpoints, breakaway, k can be at break-in, k can be at s equal to 0, k can be anywhere arbitrary on the complete root locus. So how to determine k is one question. How to find damping ratio for a given k is another question. How to draw the complete root locus is a standard regular routine questions. So I hope you understand this. Finally, what are those two branches? Minus infinite to break-in, 0, then break away, then plus infinite. Minus infinite still there. Minus infinite, break-in, then k equal to 0, break away, then go to plus infinite. This is what complete root locus. So this RH criteria I am not applying because this point is negative. If this point is positive, this I could have locate here. I could have locate like this, draw like this, then intersecting here and here. If it is intersecting, where it is intersecting, I will find using RH criteria. That's why this 9th point I am not using. 11th I already applied, 12th also applied. So all 12 points applied. Okay, but getting these values are easy because it is a second order. So this looks like almost like a circle. It looks like a circle. Looks like a circle, and root locus complementary is symmetry. So that's all. This is another good problem. Thank you.